Welcome to Rise and Shine, your daily business tech boost with me, Charly Leetham. If you're a small business owner looking to simplify technology and get real, actionable advice from someone with 35 years of IT experience, you're in the right place. Every episode, I'll dive into tools and systems like email, CRM, marketing and tracking, and I'll break them down into bite-sized tips you can use straight away. Your time is valuable, so let's get straight to the point. It's time to work smarter, not harder. Rise and shine. It's your dose of business tech inspiration with me, Charly Leetham. Episode number 646, and I'm still on an AI rant, AI bent, I guess. I love AI. Look, I love the AI engines. I am astounded by the things that are happening with them. I'm just still not convinced they're all that great. Okay, where do I even want to start here? I'm seeing a lot of people sort of talking about the latest ChatGPT release. I think it's 5.1, and they're just talking about how dumb it's got. And I have to agree. I'm not impressed with what has happened with ChatGPT in this last update. I have been increasingly less impressed over the last few months with what's happening. Now, there's a couple of things that I want to address on that. First of all, when AI came out, and if I'm right, AI has only been out less than 2 years. It was the beginning of 2024, I think, when we first started to see the first generative AI models turn out, ChatGPT, OpenAI, those sorts of things. So yeah, here we are, not quite 2 years on, and it's amazing. Like, it is amazing. There is some really good stuff with it, and I'm using AI to do some really cool stuff that it is helping my productivity. I'm just not letting it replace my thinking. And I think this is something that we all need to be really aware of. And I keep saying this, and I know I keep doing episodes on it. And I think it's worthwhile keeping doing to still do those episodes. They're hard. To still do those episodes and these episodes, and to remind people. But let's talk about what I saw with ChatGPT specifically recently. It's not just ChatGPT, but ChatGPT is the one that a lot of people use. It's the one that I tend to default to. Um, yeah, so let's just have a chat about it. I had a friend ask me, well, I had a friend quote something at me. I didn't know if it was from a book. I didn't know if it was from a poem. Didn't know if it was from a movie. I had no idea what it was from. And they're like, "Well, can't you work it out? You're smart." And I'm like, I'll go and use ChatGPT, and we'll ask AI and see if they can work it out." So I took the quote, I pasted it into ChatGPT, thinking it's a large language model. I've given it an exact quote. I've given it the exact words that I'm looking for. It's a large language model. It should be able to go through and find those exact words and tell me, yes, I was using it literally like Google. I was using it like a search engine. But I'd given it a really specific quote, and I was like, find me the exact instance of this quote. And it came back, and it was so confident. And it said, it is this movie. And I knew it was, actually, I had one other hint. It was a movie. It was from a movie. And I put, what movie does this quote appear in? It came back, it gave me, it said, it is from this movie, this date. It was said by such and such and such at this time. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I went back to my mate, because we always have this sort of thing of like, how badly can AI screw up? It's a bit of a challenge. And I said, it says this. He's like, "No, it's a dog movie." I'm like, well, that's not a dog movie. So I went back and I said, no, it's a dog movie. And it's like, nope, can't find anything, can't find anything, can't find anything. So I went and tried Grok, X's AI. And it gave me another thing, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's not right." I'm like, "This is a dog movie." Nope, can't find any dog movies that this appears in. I'm like, "That is really weird because this is an exact quote. You should have, like, all of this stuff here." Nope, can't find it, can't find it, can't find it. Okay, so I went back to my mate and I went, "I don't know. I can't work out which movie it is. Looking at the quote, I should know which movie it is, but I don't." They told me. I went back to both AIs. I said, "It's this movie." They went, yes, it's this movie, and it happens at this point when this happens, and they could give me the entire it could give me the entire context of where that quote was. It was correct at that point. Once I'd given it that amount of information, it was correct at that point. What's my point here? Well, first of all, AI is obviously not infallible. Whatever information it is throwing back to you, you need to check it. Uh, it will also state very positively, very confidently the answer without saying to you, without giving you any caveats around, I actually couldn't find the exact instance of that quote. Not once until I started pushing back on it, saying, this is not right, did it come back and say, I can't find the exact instance of that quote. No, it is here. So then just to sort of put the finish that one off, I went back to ChatGPT and I said, "Where in the movie you told me did that quote appear?" Because sometimes you can have the same quote appear in a couple of different movies, particularly if it's a common quote. Didn't think it was, but I thought I'd check. Oh, no, it doesn't. Yes, it appears in this movie at this point, blah, 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 blah. Okay, where in the movie does this appear? Well, it doesn't. It blew my mind. It's so confident that it was right until I asked it and then it said it wasn't. Let me give you another example, more recently. Well, more more business focused, not more recently, because this is recent. This is like in the last week I've had these two examples. I am trying to put together a quote, and one of the things that I like to do is just sort of throw into things and say into the AIs and say, this is the thing I'm trying to do. Let's work on estimates on how long it will take me to do this, expecting it's going to come back and ask me questions because that's how I've set it up. Ask me questions so that I can and give you more information. I use it as a challenge thing to get my brain thinking. Threw it in there, and it came back and it said it's going to take this long to do this long to do this long to do this. I'm like sitting there going, how do you know that? And I said, what data are you basing those estimates off of? Oh, that's how long it would take me to do it. It would take you to do it. This is these are the benchmarks that I have created based on how long it will take me to do it. How long it would take you to do it? Have you done this before? Yes, I've done this before, and this is how long it takes me to do it. Okay, so you've built. I think we were building forms for something. So you've built this thing. No, I haven't done that. But you just said that's how long it will take you because that's how long it's taken you to do it before. Well, I misspoke. I that wasn't right. I said the wrong thing. I used the wrong words. And I pushed and I pushed and I pushed. It took about 5-10 minutes of just asking really specific questions about where did you get this information from? Can you source it? Can you give me references as to how you've created this model that you've given me? And it finally came back to me and it said, I can't give you anything specific. This is based off of data I was trained on, but there is nothing specific in that data that would give me that information to hand to you to say, this is where you can go and get your base assumptions from. It has just taken in all of that data and extrapolated it out. Is that a good thing? No, it's not. It's absolutely not. Why am I telling you this? Why? Because you need to understand that if you are using AI, the AI engines as they exist today, they don't know what they don't know. They don't know that they are wrong. They don't know whether the answer they're giving you is a high probability answer or a low probability answer. All they know is that is the answer that it can come to. It can come to when you give it a certain set of parameters. I'm not saying don't use it. I'm saying that it really is a really, really good productivity tool. I am saying use it cautiously, and I am saying that if you are asking it to give you assumptions or draw assumptions from things, if you are asking it to go out and find information about what else has been said on a topic, push back consistently, push back hard, push back regularly, and do it a lot, because your answers will change as you go along. Now, I did an interview recently, it's up on my channel, where we were actually talking about this, and that meme of the poison mushrooms. Hey, OpenAI, hey ChatGPT, are these mushrooms poisonous? No, those mushrooms aren't poisonous. You can eat them. Cool. No, those mushrooms aren't poisonous. You can eat them. Would you like me to give you a recipe for them? Yes, please. Please do that. And, you've got the frame of them cooking the mushrooms, a person cooking the mushrooms and eating them. And then in the last frame, in the next frame, it's OpenAI, ChatGPT, what the hell? These poisons were mushrooms. You're correct. Those mushrooms were poisonous. You've got to push back. Preferably do it before you eat the mushrooms and find out that they're poisonous and not. I would love to know your experiences with ChatGPT, with the AI engines. Which ones do you find work better? Which ones do you find are questionable? Um, I I guess my big thing is I find the ones that I can give it lots of parameters around how I want it to operate works really well. That's why ChatGPT, custom GPTs work really well, because you can set them up, you can tell them what to do, you can tell them exactly where to source the information from, or what sort of information to source, what to ignore. I love Claude.ai if I'm trying to do some writing or trying to do creative stuff. Claude has a better feel for it. It has a better engine for it. It's still not perfect. It still messes things up dramatically at times and is very frustrating. But I'd love to know what are you finding works well? What does work well for you? What doesn't work well for you? What are I share some of the funny things that have happened as a result of using ChatGPT or something, because we've all got stories like that. I'm sure we have stories like that. I'd love to know. Come and join me in my community, askcharlyleetham.locals.com, designed for business owners to have these types of discussions, to get ahead of your tech without becoming tech experts. If you don't want to come and join the community, totally understand if you don't want to. You can leave comments wherever you're watching or listening to these videos. I will respond to them eventually. And if you have found this video useful, please give it a like and maybe share it with friends. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so you find out when I drop more content. And guys, I'll see you the day after tomorrow. Hey there, thanks so much for tuning in to Rise and Shine, your daily business tech boost. I hope today's episode gave you some actionable insights that will make your business tech work smarter for you. If you found value, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with other small business owners who could use a daily boost. For more tips, tools, and resources, visit www.askcharlyleetham.com. Until next time, keep rising, keep shining, and let's make tech simple together.